Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Another beer from Slice Beer Company, Lincoln, California. This is some of the best label art ever. Tales from the Dank side. I wanted to do a review of this on Halloween because it was released right before Halloween, but we did Sober October, so I never got around to doing it. So, per the label, West Coast Double IPA, 8.5%. It says hoppy, heavily rotated, frighteningly dank. It says Mosaic, Simcoe, Equinaut, and Apollo hops. Apollo. Did Apollo used to be called something else? I can't remember. Fun hops. Yeah. This was canned on October 22nd, so it was, the week before Halloween. We're a little Team Old IPA. Look at us. Today's November 13th. What is that, 3 weeks? How dare you? How dare you? Beer comes courtesy of my man Jared. I appreciate you, bro. Jared also sent me, because he's my BFF, they did a Tales from the Dank side glass. And can we just talk about this for a second? Do you guys, am I dating myself? Do you guys remember Tales from the Crypt? Totally reminds me of that. That's what that's from, right? So this is the properest of glassware, so you know this beer is going to taste absolutely phenomenal. Because beer always tastes better in proper glassware, but when it's the same actual, like, when the glass is the same as the beer release, are you serious? Look at that. That glass is fire. That is ridiculously awesome. And it is a West Coast beer. It is clear. It is that bright straw yellow color. Don't know what it looks like on camera. Good 2 fingers of super tight white bubbles. It's kind of rocky at the top, but otherwise compact. You can see the bubbles streaming up from the bottom of the glass. It looks ridiculously awesome in that proper glassware. It's too bad I couldn't do this on Halloween. But you know what? We were being sober for October and we stuck to our guns. So, you guys know I love me some West Coast double IPAs. Shove our nose in it. See what it's got. I can't stop looking at this artwork. It's like a comic book or something. Sorry, we read some beers tonight. Wow, it's dank. It's called Tales from the Dank side. Like, it's not kidding. It is super dank. Wow, it's like that dank diesel, just crazy intense, sticky, icky. I mean, like you're smelling a bag of pot. Like, it is intensely dank. That's awesome. But underneath that dankness, there's like a cool, I mean, you kind of get like a sweetness, like, I mean, there's, it's telling you Mosaic. You're not really getting berries, but it's like this cool sweetness. I mean, you're getting grapefruit notes. There's like citrus peel. It's intensely West Coast. It's funny because I got a couple extra cans of this and I sent one to my buddy Craig, and Craig was like, if you're going to drink this last, because it's going to kill everything that you can taste. And just from smelling that, it's just intensely West Coast. Like, this smells like it's going to wreck my palate for the rest of the evening. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember drinking like old school Green Flash, Palate Wrecker, and West Coast IPA, all those beers. It just, like, you would take a sip of it and it just destroyed your tongue. That's what this smells like. It's crazy. There's a nice, like, bready, malty sweetness in there too, though. So let's go and taste it. Jared, cheers. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, it's dank. Whew. That is intense. It is hot. It's crazy because we've reviewed some beers tonight, and this is still just attacking my tongue. These are, I mean, listen, I've told these stories a bunch in my beer reviews. So if you watch them, you've heard these stories before. But these are the beers that when I first moved back to San Diego, almost 10 years ago now, that I was like, this is what I was seeking out. I wanted the craziest, most intense, hoppy, can't taste anything afterwards beer, and that's what this is. This just digs onto your tongue and stays there. The bitterness lingers all the way from the front of your tongue to the finish, and it does not go away. It offers, like, it's grapefruit, like the white part, the pith of grapefruit, pith of orange. There's some little bit of like tropical fruits in there, but this is like resinous, dank. It's piney, it's grassy, it's earthy. There is a dog doing something out there. How dare you? Piney, earthy, floral. Like, if you looked up West Coast IPA in the dictionary, this beer would be there. My goodness gracious. It's delicious. But I've said this in a bunch of West Coast IPAs that I reviewed recently. If you just got into beer recently, this is not a beer that's for you. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? This doesn't taste like a hazy, Haze-Bro, New England style juicy IPA. What is this? This is beer. This is what the rest of us were drinking way back when. This brings me back to drinking stone beer for the first time, just getting my palate blown out of my face and just not being able to taste anything. This is crazy. This is not a balanced beer. There's a little bit of biscuity, kind of bready sweetness on the finish of that, but it doesn't matter because that intense resinous dankness just hangs onto your tongue. And I mean, Craig's probably right. Probably won't be able to taste anything the rest of the night, but you know what? It was worth it because this is the shit that I remember growing up with. This is what tugs on my heartstrings. These are the beers that I like. So we'll leave it at that. If you like West Coast double IPA, this is your jam. I mean, if anything, the glassware's fire, the artwork's fire, the beer is fire too. I just kind of wonder, like, how many people are still into the style. I think we're kind of few and far between these days, and that's fine. I will always be West Coast IPA, Team West Coast IPA for sure. I would drink West Coast IPA over hazy beers all day, every day. But that's just me. That's my preference. I love me some hazy beers, but this is what got me into beer. This is what, I mean, it's the whole, like, if you're on death row and someone's going to give you a beer, give me one of these beers. Give me this. Give me Swami's. Give me Pliny. Give me one of those before any of the other ones. So I digress. I got to stop drinking a bunch of beer on camera because I start rambling and it's stupid. So that's Tales from the Dank Side from Slice Beer Company, Lincoln, California. Jared, I appreciate you, bro. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.